Assalamualaikum and greetings to everyone. Today, we would like to present about organizational behavior movie review. The movie title is Deepwater Horizon. First of all, I would like to introduce myself and my team members. My name is Loman Hakim, and my team members are Amir Irfan, Muhammad Irwan, and Afif Shahmi. Next slide. So the synopsis of the movie is Mike and Angela arrive at a base to be taken to the offshore oil well, Deepwater Horizon. Joining them are a number of men, including Jimmy Harrell. The whole crew is brought to the well while the seaman team leaving the Deepwater Horizon before doing the seaman log. Jimmy wants to do a negative pressure test on the rig, resulting a pressure on the drill pipe, but Don has them to do a test on the keel line. Therefore, a large build-up on mud gathers into the pipe, causing it to burst. After a while, the pipe cannot take it anymore and began explode that sets fire to the whole rig. Jimmy got injured while taking a shower, while Mike gets knocked backwards after talking to Felicia on Skype. The drill crew tried to contain the situation, but some of the men were killed from the explosion. Mike finds Jimmy severely injured and carries him upwards to safety, but the lifeboat is full and has taken off without Mike and Andrea. Another explosion prevents Mike and Andrea, resulting them to climb to a higher level to jump in the water. The survivors are given medical treatment, and we see actual footage of Mike Williams, Andrea Filetas, and James Harrow giving testimonies in the aftermath of the disaster. The results of oil spill lasted 87 days and spilled over 210 million gallons into the Gulf of Mexico, making it the worst reported death. And the film concludes by paying tribute to those men. Next slide.
Okay, thank you to the Lokman Hakim. Now, the issue that we got from the movie Deepwater Horizon. Okay, the first issue is the lack of efficiency in decision making by the management. Second, management intervention in urging to speed up the oil mining process. And the third, the negligence of the management that sent the cement team away that was supposed to cement the base of the oil well, which is 5,000 feet beneath the ocean surface. Okay, next, I will pass to my friend.
Thank you to Amir Irfan. Now I want to share about first issue is lack of efficiency in decision making by management. Decisions are made only based on random event or previous tests as well as based on emotion and disagreement that with staff in decision making. The intervention has shown that the management is not able to make the best decision and has caused a vast effect to the company and also led to the loss of lives of employees. The theory that can be linked to the situation that occurred in the film Deepwater Horizon is bias and common mistake in decision making in the chapter individual decision making. The management still maintains the decision made even though it is clear that the decision was proved wrong and has been favored by the employees but still ignored by the management. Slide. Based on the scene in Deepwater Horizon, after conducting pressure tests on the seabed of the stopper pipe and drilling pipe, the pressure result of the stopper pipe is zero. However, it is not the same as the result in the drilling pipe, showing 1,400 psi. The result should show the same result between the two pipes. After that, the management want to do the next test and process which is the process of sending the mode to Maidstone even though it is not approved by the staff there. The management said not more and not the next we can continue it. Not only that, the officer were also said to be scared like cats and did not dare to finish the job. All this configuration to enable the decision made by management can be done and put pressure of the staff. At first, process seemed smooth, but due to excessive pressure, a hook mode flow leak occurred and was followed by gas. The failure of the process has resulted in a fire on the rig. So, what we can see here, when there is a mistake in decision making and does not take into account that the opinion of more experienced people, it will have a lot of negative effect as opposed to positive effect like what happened on the bottom reason. Therefore, every decision must be made in a rational manner and listen to the views of more experts. So next slide, I pass to my teammate.
Okay, thank you, Irwan. So, explanation for the second issue, there is management intervention in urging to speed up the earning process. In the movie, we see that the presence of the two of them had posed a bit of a problem when they insist on a captain who is Jimmy Harrer to do a pressure test. This is because they have been 43 days late and over budget by $50 million. The captain was somewhat dissatisfied with the result at the first pressure test and still felt hesitant with the result, but when the two people which are Vidrin and Kaluza urged him, he was allowed to perform the next test. This is where the accident scene occurs when there is an oil leak on the drill machine and causes the friction that occur on the drilling rig sorry and causes an explosion. Next, attitude and job satisfaction. The attitude that we can relate here are the attitude of those workers where they like to postpone the task given until the delay for 43 days. So that's why the superior intervened and urgent them. When there is an intervention of the superior, the job satisfaction will be disrupted because they will be mobilized adequately to produce better result than before. As a good worker of staff, we need to do our job on time. If a work is delayed, there will definitely be the intervention of the upper power to urge their work. An excellent employee is an excellent employee is employee who does not like to procrastinate his work and continue to complete the task given early by the employer. So for the next slide, I will pass to my friend.
Thank you, Ame. Now I'll talk about the negligence of the management that sent the cement team away. That was supposed to cement the base of the oil, which is 5,000 feet beneath the ocean surface. The failure of the cement at the base of 500,000 deep well because of the poor management by the higher up. The rash decision is the reason why the Deepwater Horizon turned into such state, which is affected by their personality and emotion. Personality is a dynamic concept describing describing the growth and development of person whole psychology system. Emotion is a quick and intense feeling triggered by an occurrence. So based on the movie of Deepwater Horizon, the personality of the higher up management, which is Donald Vidin, is incompetence to be called wise manager. Donald Vidin's personality most likely is conscientiousness, which is in the Big Five model. He has a sense of responsibility of the delayed work of 43 days that push him to make a rash decision. Sense of responsibility he had make him neglect the safety of their employee where they are a casualty of his employee or facing death. Next.
Okay, now I will continue about solution and recommendation. So for first issue, management need to obtain data and result for previous process and test. It is so that a decision can be made first before a decision is made by management. Discussion can also be made, especially with experts in the field, in order to exchange views on the test or process to be made, whether it needs to be done or not. Not only that, any personal issue should be avoided during the discussion so that the atmosphere of the discussion is more comfortable and does not influence the decision to be made. Any empathy and provocation must not be done as so as not to disturb the emotion and mentality of the staff and also the management. So the suggestion present by me can help in making the right decision and most importantly avoid any issue while making the decision just as the focus of disputes between staff and management due to difference of opinion. Next slide, I will pass to my friend.
Okay, thank you, Yuruan. Okay, for the second solution and recommendation, for the management intervention in urging to speed up the oil mining process, first, the suggestion that I could give to improve the attitude of the workers, the company must hire a people with a right value of attitude. Hiring the right people who fit with the culture and the value mean it will spend less time dealing with and managing behavior that we don't want in the workplace. Other than that, the company can be a servant for example, pay attention to the workers' behavior, observe and monitor employees' behavior every day. By monitoring the employees every day, the employer can manage and lead other more effectively. Now I will pass to my friend.
The solution and recommendation for the issue negligence of the management that sent the cement team away that was supposed to cement to the best of all well, which is 5,000 beneath the ocean surface, is use a multiple framework to measure the worker personality, whether it is suitable or not for them to be hired in a specific job. The first one is Myers-Briggs type indicator MBTI, which is assisting people in understanding their own communication preference and how they communicate with others. MBTI help adapt your interpersonal approach to various situations and audience. There are four type of individual classify under MBTI, which is extrovert or introvert, sensing or intuitive, thinking or feeling, and perceiving or judging. Big Five model. Big Five model is to examine employee personality characteristic. And first, extraversion. Extraversion is a personality traits that determine how active or gregarious and friendly a person is. Agreeableness is a person with a high agreeableness is usually warm, kind, and tactful. Conscientiousness is a personality attribute that is frequently linked to awareness. Emotional stability, or often known as neuroticism, is the ability to be emotionally calm and balanced. Openness to experience is a measure of how open-minded someone is. Next.
So for the conclusion of the presentation is that the Deepwater Horizon oil spill was an industrial disaster that began on 20 April 2010 in the Gulf of Mexico, considered to be the largest marine oil spill in the history of the petroleum industry. The negligence of the management that sent the cementing away that was supposed to cement the base of the oil well, which 5,000 feet beneath the ocean surface. Intervention from the management, which are Bob Caruza and Don Vidrin, urging to speed up the oil money process, uh, is the action of lack of efficiency in decision making by the supervisor. And the last issue is shows that as the top management of the organization, they need to be responsible and honest about their profession, and that safety of the crew member is more important than making profits. We hope that every oil rig company must take extra precaution after this incident. That's all from us. Thank you.